Hi, I'm Jennifer and I'm super excited you're here because today we're going to recreate a recipe from one of my favorite YouTubers. We're going to create a recipe from In the Kitchen with Karen. Recently, Karen just made a wonderful bread pudding out of little cinnamon swirl pastries. So we're going to recreate this and see how we do with Karen's great recipe. These are the little pinwheels we're going to need to make this recipe. These little pinwheels look like this. You may recognize them from your childhood. They come in a little tray, and usually there's I believe 6 or 8 of these in a little tray, and you can purchase these at the Dollar Tree, or you can purchase them at Walmart or another grocery. I found this big box at Walmart, and there are 16 in here, so that is perfect for our recipe. I've unwrapped all of the little wonderful pinwheels and I'm going to start cutting these into quarters. So just cut them one way and then the other. They don't have to be perfect, and just toss them on a baking sheet. We're going to put these in the oven and bake these at 400 degrees for about 10 minutes. That way it'll get them a little bit dry, and that way they'll be able to easily suck up all the moisture of the custard that we're going to make in just a minute. The pinwheels are all cut up and quartered on the tray. Let's get them in the oven in the preheated 400 degree temperature. Into the oven they go for about 10 minutes. While our little pinwheels are baking in the oven, let's just go ahead and quickly mix up our custard. This custard is so easy. I was super excited to find this wonderful recipe. I'm just going to whisk the eggs and pour them into a big bowl. Now, along with the 4 large beaten eggs, we're going to add in a teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to add some heavy whipping cream, and I'll have the complete recipe listed below. That's 2/3 cup of a heavy whipping cream. I'm going to go ahead and mix this up real quick, and then we'll go ahead and add in a pinch of salt. And I'm going to incorporate in mine. Now, Karen in her recipe used some chopped pecans. That sounds really wonderful. I don't have any chopped pecans right now, so I'm going to add in something a little bit different. I'm going to change it up just a little bit, and I'm going to add in some chocolate chips instead. But you don't have to add chocolate chips or pecans. It's totally optional. Okay, our custard is completely ready. Now let's go get our little pinwheel quarters from the oven. We'll get them put in our baking dish and put this custard right over the top. The little pinwheels have just come out of the oven, and I cannot even tell you how amazing my house smells. It smells like a bakery. I'm going to put these in a greased casserole dish, and then we'll put the custard on top. The little pinwheel quarters are in the dish, and now I'm going to go ahead and pour this custard right over the top, and I'll have to scoop these chocolate chips out. I'll spread everything out as evenly as I can right into the baking dish. Once you pour in the custard, just take a spatula or press these little pinwheels down into the custard. You want them to soak up all of that wonderful sauce, just like that. And then we have one more step before we go off to the oven. We're going to take a 1/4 cup of maple syrup and just pour this right over the top. Swirl it right around the top. And now we're off to the oven to bake at 350 for about 30 minutes. The pinwheel bread pudding is in the oven. We'll come back and check in 30 minutes and see if a toothpick comes out clean. Karen made this recipe and it looks so easy and so delicious, I couldn't help but give it a try. Then at the end of the video, Karen said, if you make this recipe, let me know how you like it and how it turned out. So I thought, why not just recreate it in a video so that we can all see together how this wonderful recipe turned out. And here's the wonderful pinwheel bread pudding. I'm going to do a toothpick test just like Karen suggested. It comes out clean. That tells us the pinwheel bread pudding is done. I can't wait to try it. This pinwheel bread pudding is also firm to the touch, which is another indicator that it's done. This recipe is absolutely delicious. You can keep this in the refrigerator or you can eat it warm right out of the oven. Well, Karen, your recipe was a true hit. My husband Alan and I absolutely loved it, and it was so quick and easy to put together. I'm so happy I gave it a try. Be sure to stop over to Karen's channel and tell her that I sent you over there so you can see all of her great videos and her wonderful recipes. I'm so happy you were here, so be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell and the thumbs up button so you can come back and see more videos of wonderful, great recipes. And I'll see you next time.